Hi, good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Uh, it's my pleasure to be with you today to talk to you about how to use Pubmed. My name is Dr. Mohammed Al-Ghazim. I'm a clinical skills instructor and course director at St. George University, and I hope that you find my session today useful to you. So, in this brief talk, I will be covering the following agenda. So, I'll give you a brief talk on what is Pubmed. Then I will show you how to search Pubmed via PICO. Then we will discuss how using the mesh database will make searching better. And mesh is an abbreviation for medical subject heading. It's actually a way for indexing or archiving Pubmed articles. Then finally, I will also give you a hint on how to use Pubmed clinical queries. So let's start with my first point on what is Pubmed. So to access Pubmed, open Google, write Pubmed, and then you will find search and one. So Pubmed is a search engine for the National Library of Medicine. This is a home page for Pubmed. So if you look at this home page, I want you just to notice few things. So this is actually where you search for information. This is the search bar. You can search by the author, you can search by the keywords, you can search by the journal, you can search even by publication type. You can put all your searching query here and search. And you can even try advanced search if you want. Then I want you to pay attention to this actually link. Pubmed Quick Start Guide, because whatever I will be discussing today, you might forget it if you didn't practice on it, or if you didn't build on it. And later on, if you need to remember how to use Pubmed, how to use mesh database, how to use Pubmed clinical queries and other stuff, just simply click on that link. You will see tutorials, you will see videos, very clear steps on how to fix your problem. So remember that Pubmed Pubmed Quick Start. Then also in Pubmed Tools, later on I will tell you how to use Pubmed clinical queries, and in more resources also I will tell you how to use mesh databases. So today I will be focusing mainly on searching basically with PICO, clinical queries and mesh database. Also, at the top here in the blue bar, you will see sign to NCBI. So you can have a free account on my NCBI, and when you make that account, you can save your searching. So let's assume that you are doing a literature search, and then you have to stop your search because you have to attend other important activities. You could just simply save the searching at that level, and when you come next time, you can start from the area that has been stopped before. So let's go ahead to look at Pubmed. I'd like to talk about how can we search Pubmed via PICO question. So you can search without a PICO question, but the problem is if you try to search in Google or in Pubmed without a PICO question, that you will get lots of results, like thousands of results. In Google, you'll get up to millions of results that are not relevant, and you don't have time to go through all of them to pick which one of them is relevant, which one of them is not relevant. And Google will not list them to you in order of relevance. So you having a question will make your searching easier and more direct. So let's give ourselves a vignette. Let's assume that you are an SHO in the emergency department, and you heard recently that it's better to use Ringer lactate for resuscitation than normal saline. And you decide, okay, I would like to make an audit in that topic. But before I make my audit, I would like to read more about that. I would like to see the standards, to see the guidelines, the publications. So you have to make your PICO question. So let's start first with writing your PICO question. So you are talking about patients who are critically ill in emergency department, patient with shock. and your intervention, you're thinking of using ringer lactate compared to the standard normal saline for resuscitation, and the outcome, you're trying to reduce mortality, you're trying to prevent bad outcome like acute kidney injury, like uh, like uh, uh, sorry. Okay, so after you write your PICO question, then before you start searching, you have to think of synonyms, because the literature that are published might not necessarily be written in the same way. So you have to think about, okay, there might be a publications that are done on patients with shock, even a specific type of shock, septic shock or hypovolemic shock. And in literature, actually, ringer lactate sometimes sometimes people use balanced crystalloids to refer for ringer lactate and Hartmann solution and other solutions that are different from normal saline. Normal saline and ringer lactate, sometimes people use the word crystalloid to refer for both of them. So think about that. And sometimes mortality is mortality. You can write deaths, you can write increased survival. So think about these synonyms, and then try to select your keywords. And then you will go and take those keywords to do your search. So now we are in Pubmed. I will put my keywords. So critically ill, balanced crystalloids, saline, mortality, and I will click search. So as you can see, I got only 16 results. And if you look at number 2, it's actually balanced crystalloid versus saline in critically ill adults. Keep in your mind that it's better to, instead of showing a summary, it's better to look at the abstract, because the abstract will tell you exactly if that article is relevant to you or not. So I clicked abstract. So it will change the way that it displays the results. So the results will be shown in abstracts. So I can look at the abstract quickly. Okay, this is number 2. Conclusion. Okay, post-balanced crystalloid saline are used for intravenous administration to adults, but it's not known which results is better in better clinical outcomes. This is the most likely relevant article. Okay. Also, you can do some filtering. So you can say, I want mainly clinical trials. I want the results that are published during the 5 years. I want results that are done mainly on humans. I don't want results that are, or papers that are done on rats. And you can even add more. So I want adults, I want pediatrics, I want results that are written in English. So you can change them according to your preference. So you can say, okay, male, female, subject, age. So you can add all these filters to get more results. So now let's move to talk about how to use mesh database. So how to use mesh database to make your searching better. So to use mesh database, before you start your search, click at mesh database. And then we have to remember our keywords. And instead of writing our keywords in the search box, we will ask mesh database to give us the suggestion. So one of our keywords was critically ill patient. So critical illness. Okay, critical illness. So critical illness, critical illnesses, critical incident, critically ill. Okay, I will go down. Critically ill patient. So by doing that, Pubmed will list all the articles that are published about critically ill patient. So I will click Add to Search Builder. So now I want all articles about critically ill patient. Then I want the articles that discuss fluid therapy. So fluid therapy. Oh, fluid therapy. And then I want to see, let's say, try just searching with this one. Search PubMed. And as you can see, I got 51 results. And the first result actually is a balanced crystalloid versus saline in critically ill patient. And according to the results, I can add more keywords if I have so many results. If I have fewer results, then I have to, go ahead and look at them. And you have to always refine your results. You have to refine your keywords so you can get a better results. Then finally, I will go and talk about PubMed clinical queries. So PubMed clinical queries will help you to search by article type and for systematic reviews. So let's look how we can use PubMed clinical queries. So we go back to home page, we click clinical queries, and then we write our keyword. So again, critically ill, balanced crystalloid, saline mortality. I will click search. Remember, when you use many keywords and you search and it doesn't give you any results, try to reduce them so you can get a better results. So yeah, let me see. So these are the studies, these are the systematic reviews. I can decide, I want them on therapy, I want broad searching. Obviously it gives me 14 results, so I can check the results and I can look at the results accordingly. So in this brief session, I discussed how to search PubMed, and also I discussed and I showed you how to search with Pico, how to search with Mesh database, and how to use PubMed clinical queries. Remember that literature search is always challenging, so if you have any difficulty, ask for help, ask a librarian. Feel free to give me your feedback, and if you have any question, you can email me. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.